We come into contact with banknotes all the time in our daily life, and the designs of banknotes in each country are different and have local characteristics. China's banknotes are a particular example. China has issued 5 series of banknotes. The design of each series reflects the society and politics of each era in China. In the founding of the People's Republic of China, the first series of RMB was issued in 1948. At that time, China had just experienced World War II, so the design versions were scattered and diverse, with a total of 62 versions. The illustration was mostly based on people's lives, like some daily labor scenes, transportation, and some famous sites and buildings. This was because the social purpose of the time was to serve the people. The second series of RMB was issued in 1955. The theme of this design is more unified and obvious. The design is based on the fighting history of the Communist Party of China, like the fighter aircraft, and the unity of the people of all ethnic groups. The third series of RMB was issued in 1962. The design pattern this time mainly highlights the economic policy of the time, focusing on both agriculture and industrialization. So there are farmers and steel workers in the illustrations. The fourth series was issued in 1987. In the face of modernization, reform, and development, the state paid more attention to human resources. So there is a picture of farmers, workers, and intellectuals pairing in the same time. The rest of the illustrations feature 4 key leaders and the ethnic minority figures. The last series was issued in 1999. It is the most uniformly designed banknote, with all of them incorporating images of Mao Zedong, the founding leader. The decorative patterns of the RMB contain Chinese national and traditional characteristics. The 2 banknotes from the second series feature a traditional Chinese pattern often featured in ancient Chinese bronze vessels. The pattern is called Huiwen. The 3 banknotes from the third series feature the flying ribbons of the Denghuan flying of stars. The 50 yuan from the fourth series feature a famous pattern in the darker green Warsaw, which is one of the 3 treasures of China. The 100 yuan from the fifth series features a traditional phoenix pattern. Chinese traditional flowers are also one of the decorative elements. In the fifth series, there are 6 denominations. They all use a different traditional Chinese flower. These include orchids on 1 yuan, daffodils on 5 yuan, roses on 10 yuan, lotus flowers on 20 yuan, chrysanthemums on 50 yuan, and plum blossoms on 100 yuan. Through the design of RMB, we can understand the developmental history of China. It is also very rich in traditional characteristics and is a recognizable design.